Oil. We produce a lot of it. We use a lot. We use petroleum products in every facet of our lives. Exploration and production are both on the rise. Unfortunately, so is the cost of getting the products to the customer. An estimated cost of producing oil in this country is over $25 a barrel. Profits are just not what they used to be. Many marginally economic wells are slipping below the line and are shut down, often abandoned, and equipment is utilized elsewhere. The American Petroleum Institute has stated that there are 2.5 million abandoned wells in this country. One can only imagine how many are just shut down. Imagine producing oil at a fraction of current costs. If you could reopen abandoned, marginal, or even isolated wells and make them profitable, would that interest you? What if your equipment were mobile and could be set up and producing in less than an hour by one person? Would that turn your head? If so, then perhaps the Oil Hound Fluid Recovery System is for you. Introducing the Oil Hound Model SS with a mobility package. This configuration has all that is needed to quickly and easily set up to test your well and or start oil production. The Oil Hound utilizes existing well casings. It requires no rods or tubing. Problems with sand and paraffin are a thing of the past. There is no need of a pumping jack, downhole pump, or a sand pump. Costly workovers or chemicals to deal with paraffins are no longer needed. Completely mobile, the Oil Hound can be easily moved from well to well. As you can imagine, operating costs associated with traditional methods of oil production are greatly reduced. As you can see, setup and operation of the Oil Hound is pretty simple. Once the trailer is properly backed up to the well casing, the well bore alignment jack will take care of any left or right adjustments necessary to center the machine. Using a simple bubble level on the swing arm, the unit can be leveled left to right using the outrigger jacks at the rear of the trailer and forward to rear using the tongue jack. The Oil Hound operates on 220 volts AC single-phase power. The power source can be either commercial lines or a generator that can produce 7,500 watts. The reversible power reel on which the bucket is stored makes a useful tool for inserting and extracting the bucket from the well. A Dutchman tool prevents the bucket from exiting the tub while the swing arm is moved into the operate position. The loop of the main rope is attached to the bucket head, then the Dutchman tool is removed. The Oil Hound is controlled by a PLC, which is monitored and controlled by an HMI, human-machine interface. Several menus are accessible on the HMI which display system automatic and manual controls and timer and system configuration menus. Pressing the cycle start button will begin the production process in the learn mode. After a purge cycle, the bucket will be lowered in search of the fluid level. When fluid is detected, the bucket will continue to descend slowly until the bucket head is submerged and then returned to the unit. At 10 feet, the speed is reduced to slow for docking and purging the bucket. This is the end of the learn cycle, and the unit has learned the fluid level. If no obstructions or rough spots were encountered during the learning cycle, the Oil Hound is ready to run unattended. This process continues indefinitely until either manually stopped or the power is lost. If the power is lost, it's no problem for the Oil Hound. The system can be configured with the press of a button to automatically restart when power is restored after an outage, therefore reducing downtime. Depending on well level, with the Oil Hound it's possible to produce in excess of 50 barrels of fluid per day. We at LiftTech feel the advantages of the Oil Hound over conventional production techniques are numerous. It's more energy efficient and uses either line power or a generator. The Oil Hound is more cost effective, with the unit labor costs are significantly reduced. One operator can relocate and set up the machine, and workovers are virtually eliminated. Furthermore, material and maintenance costs are reduced due to the elimination of rods, tubing, and downhole pumps. All maintenance occurs on the surface. Downhole paraffin and sand are no longer a problem. The production fluid level can be chosen by a single operator using the HMI controls, or the machine can be left to follow the fluid level. Using a crew to physically move and adjust equipment is no longer necessary, further reducing operational costs. The Oil Hound has excellent well testing functionality, and its mobility allows for multiple well evaluations. If you are interested in bringing marginal, abandoned, or shut down wells back into production at considerably reduced operating costs, LiftTech has your solution with the Oil Hound fluid lift system.